Opioid addiction continues to be a problem. A local theater company is performing a musical hoping to amplify the discussion here in the Red River Valley. Valley News Team's Giovanna Simic talks with the actors who want their voices heard on this deadly issue.
Music moves us. The cast and crew of a local production of American Idiot are hoping their show will open people's eyes about the heroin problem in our community.
Our main thing, again, is just to try and lift that wall. So people can see it straight on, not be scared to talk about it, not feel uncomfortable to talk about it.
We can get people to talk about it, even if the dialogue isn't great, and even if it doesn't get fixed in an instant. We're getting somewhere.
I think it really unites a bunch of groups in Fargo and says, you know what, we're all in this together, like it or not.
The reality of the heroin problem hits close to some crew members as they recently lost a friend to addiction.
We may not be in the midst of it. We may not be the people who are going to the hospital each night. We may not be the people waking up at 3 a.m. with their spouses unconscious, but we are the people who are saying these people need to be seen on a bigger level.
Looking to better portray the struggles of addiction, some took things a step further.
Been reaching out to, users and past users, just to understand, what the minutia of heroin addiction is.
And they say they believe the power of music will help people speak out about the issue.
Even if we only had 5 people, and even if only one of them had their heart opened or had their mind changed just the tiniest bit, it would be worth it.
In Moorhead, Giovanna Simic, Valley News Live.
Performances start tomorrow night at 8 p.m. They run through August 2nd at Francis Fraser Comstock Theater on the Concordia College campus.